Hello my friends, welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Novella. Today is Sunday and that means Koffieklatsch. Koffieklatsch is a Dutch, Flemish, German word that just means that I invite you over for a coffee and chit chat a little, mostly about books. And today is no different. So yesterday I finished the book Congo by Crichton. I read this for Garbaugust. So this is a book that is written in 1980 and boy, it didn't age very well. So this is the story of an expedition that is sent to Zwijger and they have to find the lost city of Zinj, and within hours a whole team is found dead and apparently attacked by something that wasn't human. And then a second team is sent to see what has happened. And I find the story quite light. I was expecting a whole lot more action, but since this was written in 1980, computers and VCRs and kilobytes were very high tech by then, and the Crichton leaned heavy on that, and that makes it very fun to read in one way, just to see how far we have come since then, but also it didn't help the story because they were talking about a 278 kilobyte computer. That's nothing. That's not even a small screenshot. I mean, we've come a long way since then, a very long way. And it didn't age well. So I lacked a lot of action. I lacked tension and eeriness because he focused too much on the computer stuff. I really missed the eeriness of the forest and the creatures that they didn't know, and it was also very hard to believe. This was a 3-star read for me, just for the fun of the tech and how far we have come since then. Then I read also another book. It's called Escal-Vigor or Strangelove by Eekhoud. Eekhoud was a Belgian author who lived late 19th century, early 20th century. He died in 1921. And in 1899, he published the first openly gay novel. What is the story about? The story is about a young count who is rich and he lives in the city, but he gets bored and he wants to live in his castle somewhere in nature, somewhere more quiet. And although he's very rich and spoiled, he's not a mean person. He has a fiancée, Blondine, and the fiancée is really hoping to get married, but he falls in love with the no good son of the burgemeester, the mayor of the town where he is going to live. And the villagers find out, and there's a whole riot, and it's not accepted, of course. And although it is not illegal in Belgium, then it isn't illegal in my area since the late 1800s, so in 1790s somewhere. So it was already legal for 100 years. Now, I didn't finish the book, and that is because the English translation done in the late 2010s, I think is done partly by Google Translate and revised, but not very well done. So I plead to retranslate it, and because it is the first openly gay novel that was ever written, apparently, in the modern times. I had a hard time to follow the story because it was so bizarrely translated with a lot of thous and theys, and no, it wasn't good. Although it is a Belgian author and he was very important, there is no Dutch translation to be found. Only a French one, but it is older French and I'm not used to reading that, so I won't be investing my time in that. But I think it is worth to translate it just because of its historical value. Now, when it came out in 1899, there were 4 court cases against it for obscenity, but none of them were found reasonable, so he was acquitted every time. It didn't hurt his image, it didn't hurt his career. As an author, Georges Eekhoud could publish and continue publishing other books. So yeah, is it worth reading? Well, I think the story has a lot of potential, but it has to be translated. It has to be put in the hands of people who really care about the subject, about the historical value. So yeah, I'm a bit sad that I couldn't really finish the book because it needs a lot of work. But yeah, sometimes books are important historically, even more important than the value of the text itself on rare occasions, and this is one of those rare occasions. Now I am currently reading The Garden of Evening Mists by Twan. I'm almost 35% in. Do I like it? Yes, but I don't find it as good as The House of Doors that I read a couple of months ago. That is absolutely brilliant, which is also nominated for the Booker. So, but I will finish it. I love it. Well, I like it, but I don't love it as much as I did with The House of Doors. Anyway, I will keep on reading that one. Now, this is a book for the Dutchies. I have quite a few Dutch followers. This is a book of non-fiction. It is De Zwijger. De Zwijger is a non-fiction book about William of Orange, the founder of the Dutch nation, of the Netherlands. And it is phenomenal. Who wrote it? Renée van Stipriaan. What a phenomenal book. Oh, it gives me goosebumps. I read a lot about the 16th and 17th century, especially when it revolves around the Low Countries, and I've learned so much already, so much. This is a big doorstopper. It is 1400 pages, but it is so well written, so well done, so well researched, so well put together. I've learned so much about Erasmus and how important he was for Maria von Hungary, for William the Silent. Although I don't find William the Silent and Willem de Zwijger not a very good translation. I mean, the Silent is somebody who is just mute, but a Zwijger is somebody who keeps his cards close to his chest. It's not somebody who is how you call it, shy or something. It is somebody who is very like a fox-like person, you very smart, and he really a closed book. He never showed his cards, he never showed really what he was thinking, not even to his closest people. And it's brilliant. Yeah, for the Dutchies, please read it, De Zwijger. It's Worth your time. 1400 pages, I know it's a lot. Will this be translated? I doubt it very much. But you never know. The more we talk about it, the better, and the more curious people become. But this is a small area. This is not like you talk about Elizabeth the Great or Rasputin, or there's so many people that are higher in hierarchy. So yeah, that was it. I'm currently still reading the Decameron. Not that I'm blown away by it, by far. Not by any means. I find it very repetitive, but I could see the value, the historical value of it, and I can imagine that it served its purpose really well, which is entertaining people and educating people. But to read it as in one go, it is for me too repetitive. So yeah, that's it. That's my Sunday coffee clutch. I hope you had a wonderful week and you have another wonderful week ahead of you. It is very, very wet today. It's pouring constantly, but by the end of this week, we will have summer again. So yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your time. Thank you for subscribing and liking, and don't forget to tell me about your current reads. Talk to you later. Bye bye.